Long Plain is the vast expanse of treeless frost plain that stretches for 30 kilometres between Guandra Mountain and Peppercorn Mountain, which is home to the headwaters of the Murrumbidgee River. Down Long Plain Road lies a world of hiking, bike riding, camping, fly fishing, swimming holes and historic mountain huts. But be aware that in winter, Long Plain Road is closed. However, you can still explore the area just on foot or on skis or even a bike. In its golden age, Long Plain was a mecca for grazing, thanks to the abundance of snowgrass. There were once dozens of huts and homesteads across the plain, with many still standing today. One of the most accessible huts down Long Plain Road is Long Plain Hut, all pretty in pink and known as the launch pad to all that awaits down Long Plain Road. Long Plain Hut is over 100 years old, built in 1916 by Bobby Joyce for Dr. Campbell's grazing lease. The hut is located on a rise, surrounded by snow gum and black sallies, and looks across the valley towards the Murrumbidgee River. Long Plain Hut is one of the larger dwellings in the area and takes on a more traditional homestead appearance, with 4 large rooms, 2 storerooms and 2 fireplaces. Adjacent to the hut is a popular campground and picnic area, with views to the north of Long Plain. Back in its heyday, the hut was used as a dance hall, with drinks and the piano from the Rules Point Hotel brought over on a horse and cart. One of the most memorable parties was to mark the armistice at the end of World War I in November 1918. To the east of the Murrumbidgee River, on a small rising, sits Coonamble Homestead, with sweeping views to the south along Long Plain. The original dwelling was built in 1866, however was replaced by the hut that still now stands in 1905. The kitchen is separate to the main building, but is connected by the back veranda. The kitchen was once part of the original 1866 dwelling. The main building has 2 rooms lined with cypress pine with a double brick fireplace providing warmth to each room. In 1912, Yass grazier A.B. Griggs surrendered his Long Plain lease to Frederick Campbell of Yarralumla. Campbell named the hut Coonamble after his Riverina holding. Each year in spring, over 3,000 sheep would be walked from his Riverina holdings to the lease on Long Plain. This journey would take up to 6 weeks. Nearby is a large campground with ample camping facilities and toilets. One of the most popular huts in Kosciuszko is Coolamine Homestead. It's visited frequently as it's easily accessible by car and has 3 completely different styles of buildings. The largest building is Campbell House, which was built in 1892 for Frederick Campbell's personal use when visiting the property. Southwell's house was built around 1885 by Timothy Kelleher. Both Southwell's house and Campbell House have drop slab walls with corrugated iron roofs and iron-filled gable ends. The fireplaces are also drop slabs and lined with stone inside. Campbell House has 5 rooms with the slab walls lined in newspapers from the previous century, history frozen in time. The cheese hut was built in 1889 by Thomas Franklin, aptly named as it was built for storing and maturing dairy products. This building is one of only 3 interlocking log huts in Kosciuszko. Coolamine Homestead sits in the shadow of the Coolamine Mountains, and not far from here is the wonderful Blue Waterholes area, with caves, a waterfall and towering limestone gorges. Follow Mosquito Trail for a few easy kilometres from Ghost Gully Campground and you'll find Hainsworth Hut, nestled in a small valley with a small creek flowing past. And the visitor's book suggests that you may even get lucky if you throw in a line. Hainsworth Hut was built in 1951 by Hainsworth and Corkhill for grazing. It's a simple tin hut with 2 rooms, 2 doors, 2 windows and a fireplace. Miller's Hut was built in 1943 in just 2 days by graziers Theo and William Miller. The Millers used the hut for shelter when moving their 1,000 head of sheep from their Adelong property to the mountains for the summer. The materials used to build the hut also came from their property in Adelong, such as the corrugated iron from old sheds. The single-room hut is simple in construction, with unlined walls and roof. This was common for shelters that were only used in the summer months. Miller's Hut is unknown to many as there is no defined track. The hut sits tucked away off the Port Phillip Fire Trail, not long after it crosses the Murrumbidgee River. A small creek flows nearby with views towards Mount Natong. Long Plain Road is home to just a few of the many huts throughout Kosciuszko National Park. Each hut has its own unique tale in the history of the Snowy Mountains. Today, these huts hold great value and significance for the outdoor enthusiasts who visit them. We are grateful for the Kosciuszko Huts Association, New South Wales National Parks and Wildlife Service, caretakers and family descendants who work hard in maintaining the huts and preserving their time in history.